this was where our offense is, I wouldn't have to have been appointed, or anybody else that the president's going to have to appoint to try to catch up.
One of the things that's happened, though, Mr. Mayor, is there's been an expansion of the battlefield beyond just the defensive characteristics. And I've heard from people that the grid is a very likely target. There are other kinds of financial enterprises that could be a likely target. How are you going to reach across from what is typical battlefield kind of weaponry into the commercial space to protect them?
That's a great question, and exactly why President-elect Trump organized this group. The whole idea of this group is to reach out into the private sector, make sure that the CEOs and the people offering the solutions come into the White House, meet with him, meet with his people, and integrate the response, because he doesn't want the private sector left out. He realizes the problem you're talking about because he had to deal with it in his own business. Remember, the Republican National Committee was not hacked because the Republican National Committee, I happen to know this, had a much better defense system. It doesn't mean it couldn't have been. There's no 100% system. We were lucky in a way, but we did have a much better defensive system than they have. So what President Trump wants me to do is, on a regular basis, to bring people in, to meet with the people in the government so that we have an overall response. And when you mentioned the grid, you mentioned what Jim Comey and Jay Johnson, the head of Homeland Security, says is the number one vulnerability, our grid. That's our number one vulnerability. Number two, probably our hospitals. Number three, our financial institutions. Those are the three biggies. Then I can go on.
Yeah, but